then I give them a month if they want to either shop at the store or shop off the order form. I then give them 20% back to the Braille Institute, which they need money.
I did a benefit for them once, too.
And it's so much fun. I ended up having the students into my kitchen doing a cooking demo, and the guy who taught the cooking class is completely blind, but he was not born blind, and he was a chef at one time at one of the nicer restaurants, and he did a cooking demo in my kitchen.
Wow.
And you know what? It was so neat because it was all his friends who were all blind, okay, but they all could taste the food, and it made him feel like, wow, I can cook again because he can't work in a restaurant. And so it was such a fun day. I mean, and they all got on their bus, and it was just like they were all happy as could be. So it's just, I love doing stuff like that.
That's awesome.
Well, you know, and that's what life is when you think about it. We all have a good time, but we're always giving back because by the grace of God, we're okay now, but you never know what's going to happen in the future. And the more that we can help, it will come back to you when you least expect it.
Do you ever do little cooking classes for young people, for, you know, I want to say children, but, you know, that would be able to learn how to make things themselves also?
Yes, we do. And, you know,
after
that's
school
my only
snacks
area.
and things?
I'm sorry?
Like after-school snacks or cookies for the party at school.
Right.
Because that would be a lot of fun.
I'm kind of seasonal on that because the kids, you know, there's so many, we've been so booked for so many different private parties that we haven't had a chance to put a lot of the kids' classes in our curriculum. But in the vacation time, like Easter vacation and summer and Christmas vacation, we do those. But I don't have anything on this month's calendar. But it is, and what I would love, you could book, like, okay, for instance, in March, I've booked a party for a 15-year-old girl who's having 8 of her friends for a birthday party, and they all are going to be hands-on cooking. And we're going to celebrate her birthday.
That'd be so nice to do for, a bridal shower.
Yeah.
Anything,
Especially a bridal shower, because he's younger, for younger women that, you know, probably don't have as much experience.
Well, Jan, talking about this now, everybody knows me pretty well, so they know I can cook, but I'm not a baker. Forget about it, right? Now, do you do anything to train somebody how to bake something that doesn't end up as a hockey puck?
Well, I'm with you there, Bev. I hate to say it. You know, it's almost embarrassing. People go, oh, you must be such a gourmet cook. You have that kitchen store. And my boys, if they're with me, have to stop from snickering because, you know, I'm that's not my gift. You know, I'm doing so. But you know what? That's one area that I would like to get into more. I'm looking for a chef who already has the baking experience. My chef is amazing on about 99% of the things out there. Baking is not his thing.
I know somebody.
So,
you do? Yes. Trevor's
have
wife.
Them call me at 760-773-9464. And for anybody listening, too, who wants to reserve anything or just ask questions, operators are standing by.
My 3 sons are standing by.
Yes.
Actually, wow, that's really...
I do know somebody. I very much know somebody with all the background.
Well, and you know what else? Speaking of other chefs, when I've also had, for instance, I had a chef whose daughter swam on a swim team, and they wanted to raise money for the swim team. So he's an incredible French chef. So his gift, he donated his time and the food. I donated my facility and the dishwasher and the cleanup and, you know, all of that. And then they all shopped, and again, 20% went back. And so it was so neat for him, and they raised a bunch of money for the Piranha swim team. So, you know, the list goes on and how you can benefit, you know, whether it be a nonprofit or your kid needs to go to Europe for school. Let's do a fundraiser for them, you know.
Right. How many can you accommodate?
Speaking of it, girls, February 25th, please mark your calendar. It's a Saturday from 12 to 3. We're going to be doing an event out here to raise money for the Lymphoma Leukemia Foundation, which is through the firefighters. That's their charity. I've got 5 or 6 different firefighters cooking in my kitchen, and they're all cute, let me tell you.
Without their shirts, please?
Yeah, I know. I'm going to have to do that. Okay. And we're going to be doing all kinds of different things. I don't even have
They'll be cooking and putting fires out. I can see
starting fires.
Did you say February 23rd or January?
February 25th. It's a Saturday.
2-5.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Thanks.
From 12 to 3 at Kitchen on Cookin' 111 in Indian Wells. And you're not going to want to miss it because when I had my big party to celebrate 32 years, we had almost 600 people here throughout the day.
Wow.
Whoa.
When they find out there's firemen cooking in the kitchen, okay. So,
well,
and it'll be a good cause to raise money for that.
Yeah, and talking about the firefighters, when we were back there for Big Hearts, Little Hearts, the Wishes for Dishes, some of them guys, holy moly,
I know.
I'm telling you.
Martha always has either the police or the firefighters, and, Big Hearts for Little Hearts, it's just grown since I remember when it first started, and I think part of the fun is having those guys waiting on you.
Yeah, they were gorgeous, and Nicole's eyes are getting bigger, like, ooh. Yeah. And the one gal that was sitting next to me, she was a photographer. I forgot the name of the paper that she was from, and her eyes were bigger than saucers, and she says, oh, my God, it's like Christmas morning. Look at this. Look at that. And it was the funniest thing. I was cracking up.
Girls just want to have fun.
Oh, and our guy was so cute. He must have wondered why I kept drinking all my water, so he'd have to come and fill it up again.
That's a good one. I kept thinking I had to eat more. I could have just drank water and lost some weight.
Okay, girlfriend, we're going to have to go to the next one together, okay?
Yes, and Jan, real quick, would you please bump out your phone number, your address, and your www one more time?
You bet. Kitchen, 74945 Highway 111 on the corner of Cook Street and Highway 111, Indian Wells, and it's 760-773-9464. It's kitchenkitchen.com. Click on the chef hat if you want to see the schedule of events coming up. Or just come on by. We offer free gift wrap. We ship. We really, you know what, I have to say, I'm looking at my staff right now, and I have the best staff in the world. They've been with me for years. They truly care about our customers. We sell gourmet coffee. We have a kitchen. We can make you a cup of coffee if you want. I'm just so pleased and feel so blessed to be a part of this business and still going strong with everything going on. So thank you for having me.
You're quite welcome, and we're going to stay very close contact with you.
Good. Okay, I look forward to it, Bev. Let's go shopping.
Yes. And have fun tonight, and I will be talking to you next week about this event in February.
Sounds great. All right, girls, thank you so much.
Have a great day.
Thanks. Happy Friday.
Bye.
Okay, thanks. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Isn't that nice?
Nice.
She is the nicest lady. She just cracks me up. With her and Martha in that room, I'm going to tell you, it was absolutely hilarious the whole night. It
I wonder
really
if she knows my cousin in Palos Verdes.
Well, call her up
It
now.
sounds like she knows
Tom
everybody.
Sullivan, and he's blind, actor, pianist that lives in Palos Verdes.
Well, that was fun because she not only has a great business that's grown from a small business to this, but helping out, reaching out to others.
Yeah.
And
that's what
and having fun.
And that's what we're about.
Yeah, it's all positive.
The family-owned businesses.
All win-win situation and positive.
We'll have to make a road trip, girls.
I'm ready.
Yes,
about that.
road trip.
Since I'm not much of a Susie homemaker, I could use some gadgets.
I
love gadgets. I've been cleaning out my kitchen and organizing all my gadgets.
See, and you get rid of all the old stuff and go down there and get the new stuff. And I'm going to tell you, the thingamajiggy, whatchamacallit, doohickeys that you never even thought about this woman has. And I'm going,
well, see,
holy moly.
And it's funny that we're talking to her today because I have an article about keeping gadgets to a minimum. So the thing is to keep, what you're going to use and have it at hand and organized, and that's what I'm doing. But by having the gadgets that you're going to use, not 20 different gadgets to do the same thing.
Right.
And so I just think it was funny. And you got to have one of those gloves. And one little tip, if you're cooking stuff and you're expecting phone calls, keep a plastic bag near the phone so you don't have to miss the call by washing your hands. Stick your hand in that bag to answer your phone.
Yes. And also,
cool.
Yeah, and the other good thing to have, go down to the 99-cent store, wherever, and get a big box of the rubber gloves. You can see through them, or else go to the hospital, and if you know what, in the nurses, they'll let you have some of their gloves and stuff.
And
Carol, where are you,
Robin
Carol?
used to do that all the time, and it really works.
Now, what are we using the gloves for?
They sell them at Costco.
At Costco, they sell them everywhere.
The same kind that
everything with mine.
Yeah, but the same kind that when you do
hair.
Yeah.
Right, them kind of because stop and think about it. If you have any kind of a cut or a scratch,
Oh, yes.
You don't want to, and you have the Band-Aid on it, you still don't want to touch the food with it because of the germs. You put on the gloves. They're fantastic when you're stuffing a turkey or a chicken, if you're working with fish, anything like that. They're absolutely fabulous to have in the kitchen.
Okay.
Yes, and then if you have some pasta and you want to throw it at somebody, you have the rubber glove on, you can throw the meatballs or something and you don't stain your hands.
Well, it's always good to have a rubber to protect yourself.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Be on the safe side, be prepared. And
moving right along.
Yeah, and talking about kitchens. Diane, we were talking, and Christina last week, we were talking about redoing your kitchens. We're on a roll. Let's get this done. About painting. Now, Diane, you found a hint about painting certain paints for your kitchen walls. What did you find?
Well, this is 6 hints on picking the perfect color. Now, this kind of goes from the thought that the furniture is bought, the drapes are waiting to be hung. So the only thing left is to pick the perfect wall color to tie it all together. So these are some tips. Take your cue from the main pieces in the room, echoing or complementing other items in the room, like an area rug or curtains, and that'll help bring it all together. Look at how you use the room. The colors can make or break the room's mood. So you want stimulating tones like reds for dining rooms or offices, and you want the more soothing colors for bedrooms. I know when I was working in Newport Beach, they came in and did a huge wall graphic in all the oranges and yellows and really bright, because those are stimulating colors. And, of course, usually hospital rooms are in the pale greens and blues and pinks. That's because you want it to be relaxing, of course. And then you can get those color swatches and put them on the wall and look at them a few times, see how it's different during the day and during the evening, and how the sun catches the color. You can go bold. They used to never advise bold colors in smaller rooms. Now they're saying go ahead and go bold. I'll be bold. But the dark colors won't necessarily make the room smaller if you don't overcrowd the room with furniture.
That's the key. Wait a minute, let me jump in here. That's the key. Some people have gorgeous rooms, and you really can't appreciate it because they have stuff everywhere.
That's me. I like stuff.
Yeah, I mean, too much stuff. And if you can see the woodwork on that floor, you got too much
Amen.
stuff.
That's true. So, and this now...
the opposite. I don't like a lot of stuff.
I don't either. I like it open and airy and nice.
You've got a lot of stuff, Beth.
Yeah, but the way it's separate, there's a lot of glass, a lot of windows. The lights are coming every other which way.
And it says avoid accent walls. It says this chops up the room.
What does that mean?
And makes... Where, like, you've got 3 rooms that are boring beige and one that's a beautiful toffee color.
Okay.
But I still like that. Anyway, but this tip said it can make them look smaller. I think it depends on the room and how you're using the room.
I'm paying attention because I want to repaint my living room, and I don't want to, we have those cathedral ceilings.
Right, me too.
So I can't believe you're talking about that right now because I need this advice because I'm trying to think because once you do it, I mean, it takes a lot to tape it and get it ready.
Right.
So I'm really just thinking, what should I do? What goes with, you said it should go with what you have in your room?
Yes.
What goes with cardboard boxes that need to be...
No,
I'm just kidding.
Cardboard you know what? A lovely green. A lovely green, you can't go wrong.
I still need to get these boxes of Christmas stuff out of my living room. Ooh.
Oh, I still have Christmas up, guys. I was sick for a month. I didn't pack up Christmas yet.
Well,
but now this also says to paint the ceiling the same shade. Now, that diminishes the visible line between the walls and ceiling. I don't know about that for me. Or it says, it'll appear a shade or two softer because of the two surfaces being on a different plane. Now, I don't know about the ceiling thing, so I don't think I'd do that. I'm still wanting to get the popcorn stuff off my ceilings.
Ooh,
yeah, that's not cool anymore.
See, what we're going to do is we'll go down to CGN at Kitchen, and we'll find what kind of duty daddies that will take that popcorn off.
You know what, girls? My husband